Protests on Capitol Hill today as President Donald Trump headed up Pennsylvania Avenue to rally Republican support for his big, beautiful bill.
Yeah, legislation focuses on some key priorities and tax cuts. Critics, though, worrying about potential cuts to Medicare and Medicaid. Tom Fitzgerald's on the Hill today. This is something that came up. The president addressed it probably in some more colorful terms we can't repeat here on TV.
Yeah, well, the president said that he told Republicans flat out in this meeting today that he does not want to cut either Medicare or Medicaid. Instead, he says he wants them to focus just on what he describes as waste, fraud, and abuse. But make no mistake, right now, the president's big, beautiful bill remains uncertain, unclear, and under-supported by some key fiscal conservatives. The president met with the Republicans behind closed doors today up here on Capitol Hill in support of his sweeping spending and tax package. Now, he needs GOP votes if he's going to get this bill passed. But some fiscal conservatives, they're not quite on board just yet. They are holding out, demanding deeper spending cuts to replace the revenue that would be lost from the tax cuts. Now, despite these calls for perhaps some Medicare and Medicaid funding, President Trump said today in no uncertain terms he is not interested in going down that road.
We're cutting three things: waste, fraud, and abuse. We're not changing Medicaid, and we're not changing Medicare, and we're not changing Social Security. And if I wanted to do those things, I would have done it during my 4 years.
Of course, not everybody is taking the president at his word. Case in point, these protests that surrounded the United States Capitol building today, they are worried about the possible impacts of Medicare or Medicaid cuts throughout the DMV region. But the impact of that right now is still uncertain because we do not know exactly what is or what is not going to happen. Case in point, a House committee went ahead and identified some $880 billion in cuts. Now, the Congressional Budget Office, which is a nonpartisan organization, said if those were to go through, 10 million people would lose Medicaid over the next decade. Protesters say they're worried that these cuts could go through if those conservative fiscal Republican votes are needed to get this bill passed.
I think that we have a number of Republicans who are very aware of what the implications are of cutting Medicaid. They know.
They are cutting these programs that are important, not just to me, but to other families like mine. It's scary.
If I lose Medicaid, we could lose our home.
Countdown continues, though. The clock and the calendar are in play here. The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has set a Memorial Day deadline, but right now it's not clear if that target date will be hit. We're live on the Hill tonight. Send it back to you.